Political Insiders join us live tonight. As always, we have Tony May representing the Democrats and Charlie Giroux representing the Republicans. Thank you guys, as always, for being here. And another big day. We have another primary in Illinois, right?
Another day, another
day, yeah.
Just like the NBA. They play every week, whether you want them to or not.
And it seems as though, like a lot of polls are saying right now that it seems to be a race primarily just between Santorum and Romney. But many are saying this is not going to be Santorum's win. What do you think?
Well, certainly tonight in Illinois, it's a race between Romney and Santorum. Newt Gingrich is in Louisiana, which will vote this Saturday, which is a dead heat among all three. So it's a neck-and-neck race between Gingrich, Romney, and Santorum. But tonight is between Santorum and Romney. And I think you need to look at a couple of things. One, does Governor Romney get above 50%? He still needs to do that in a major contested battleground. And two, how does Rick Santorum do downstate? Illinois basically consists of Chicago and its suburbs, and everything else is considered downstate. But how well does he do below Cook County, Lake County, and in the environs where he ought to do pretty well?
Tony?
I think that Charlie understands his party fairly well. And I mean, I think this is the beginning of the end for Santorum. If he can't get very close like he did in Ohio and Michigan, he's going to be clearly on the downslide, and that makes it extremely important that he carry Pennsylvania. And I think that's why he's going to be here in Pennsylvania tonight in Gettysburg, although I think the symbolism there is a little strange. But
right, he's saying he's here for Abraham Lincoln. What do you think? What are his intentions of being here in Pennsylvania tonight?
Well, I wouldn't even presume to guess what Senator Santorum's intentions are or anybody else's, but it's interesting that he's not in Louisiana and he's not in Illinois tonight. He's in Pennsylvania. He'll be back here on Saturday. So it appears that he's shifting his focus a little bit towards a state that he has to win and has to win convincingly. It can't squeak by in Pennsylvania. He's got to win here as big as Gingrich did in Georgia or Romney did in Massachusetts.
And it's a state that he's relatively not very popular.
Still has some issues.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on to health care. The Supreme Court is preparing to hear arguments over President Obama's health care. What's going to come of this? We'll start with you, Charlie.
Very interesting that this case will follow immediately on the heels of the 2-year anniversary of Obamacare, wildly unpopular in the jury of public opinion. And it boils down, Tony, to the individual mandate, which 80 to 85% of the American people say they oppose. The court now is going to have the opportunity to decide whether or not that's constitutional. I think they'll say it is not. But either way, it's going to have a very significant influence in this fall's election.
No, I think the individual mandate is the crux of what's going on. The rest of the bill, people like the actual effects of Obamacare, the kinds of programs that it does provide, the kind of care that it provides. And I think you're right that people who already have insurance don't like the idea of being instructed to get insurance or ordering their employers to give them insurance. But we still always have to deal with those people who are uninsured, who we are still caring for because we're compassionate people. And I think that the court will come down on the side of compassion, Charlie.
Tony, what if they say, no, this is unconstitutional? Where does it go from there?
Then it's going to have to go back to the Congress with some different people there, some different faces, and different...
Will it die? Will it essentially be dead, you think?
Yeah, I mean, without the individual mandate, Obamacare falls under its own weight. I think we would agree on that.
I think we'll see something different, though. I mean, without the individual mandate, but we still need to have fairly universal level of care. I mean, that's going to be a real challenge.
There always was an opportunity to have a bipartisan health care reform package that would prop up the best health care system in the world, not hurt it and not hurt consumers.
Well, why are we going to be supporting a European health care system? We're talking about the best health care in the country.
All right. Well, guys, thank you. We are out of time. And as always, you can catch our Political Insiders every Tuesday here on CBS 21 News at 5:30.